Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another exciting episode of All About You. In today's segment, we have...
Abnel Robles.
From which team?
Gamers Are Us.
Oh, look at this!
Yes.
Ooh, nice and clean.
Cocoa, Florida.
So, what did you do today?
I placed top 8 in Swiss and then 8th place in Top Cut with Mono Blue Janemba.
Ooh, look at this bad boy. Janemba, guys, in this format. A lot of people called him crazy for playing Janemba where it's a lot of money on the line.
I was actually that person. I was like, how long you can do it? And here I am scrubbing out and he's stopping.
Oh, man. So talk about the event, talk about some of your matchups, and then we'll go right into the deck profile.
Yeah, it was a really good event. I played a lot of Victory Strike, which I knew I would be coming into a lot of Victory Strike this event, so I kind of tailored to it. I played 2 Slugs, actually, which is a really tough matchup for Janemba, but I was able to beat both of them.
Nice.
I played a lot of Mecha, Dende, Danny's deck, Danny Hype.
Yeah, I noticed that deck was highly represented this time around.
I actually played Danny Hype himself in the tournament. But yeah, I ended up winning everything except losing to Anthony Hernandez himself. Both in Swiss and Top Cut, he was my only loss. So yeah, it was a good event overall though.
All right, so get right into the deck profile.
Yeah, so here we have the defensive package. Pretty stable, just 4 super, 8 pseudos. This one is really important because it draws a card when it's played against the Dende deck, so you want to keep those in hand.
Okay.
Then we have the other defensive package, usually just our extra cards. 4 Bean, 4 Dimension, 2 Mafuba. The 2 Mafuba is really important because of those Victory Strikes decks, those Dimensional Banisher Foos.
Absolutely.
Any big bomb, this just kind of stalls it out.
Oh yeah.
Lets you survive. Now onto our 1-drops. We have 3 Borgos, 3 Kami, and 2 Cronoa.
Ooh.
I used to run 4 Borgos, but I needed to make a little bit more room, so 3's okay. Cronoa was a meta call. I actually had Kai in here before, the one that it's a counterplay and you stop 1 or 2 drop attacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had that in here, but I felt like Victory Strike was a bit more of a tougher matchup than Kid Q, so I decided to go with Cronoa in the main.
Oh, very smart.
Our Janemba package, we have 3, 3, 3, and 1.
I like those numbers. How you got to that point?
It's just super consistent, especially with we run Overwhelm in the deck too, so it's really consistent. Usually you only need to resolve a couple, so you don't want to be flooded with too many. We'll usually charge a Destruction turn 1 and be fine. But yeah, we don't run Psyche in the deck. I just feel like it whiffs a bit too much with the ratios that I have set.
Okay.
And it's just not really worth. There's other cards that you can have for better tech. And down here we have the MVP.
The girl, your girl.
MVP, Awakening Talent Pan. We're running 3 of her. Necessary, super necessary. It's necessary in this meta. Victory Strike is huge. You need to awaken before they get it off, or you just lose. You can't win unless you awaken. Yeah. So I had her at 2 originally, but I upped her to 3. I took out the Borgos, I upped her to 3, and I'm really glad I did. I won all my Victory Strike matchups except Anthony. But it happens, he's a great player.
Thank you so much.
You guys already know that. We have 3 Overwhelm.
Woo!
Toa, she pluses hard. She draws me a card, buffs my leader 5, and she's a 15k herself. So she helps me clear board. That with a Demon Sword or a Childish into Demon, I can clear an entire board like nothing.
And put a lot of pressure on the
A lot of
leader.
pressure, yeah, definitely, yeah. We go to the face. Usually I win by damage rather than mill, but the mill is just an added bonus.
Yeah.
An added win
Mill
con.
out their resources. Oh, no super combos for you. Oh, no win con for you.
Definitely, yeah. You could also include the new 4-drop Bardock in here if you don't really like the Kai. It'll draw you 2 cards and you can pitch 1.
Yep.
But I just feel like she pluses a little bit more than he does.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Then we run 2 Champa. The Secret Killer. I've killed so many people with this card, especially Green Broly. This is your go-to. You keep that opening hand. People don't see it coming. You know, you play Janemba, you're trying to avoid mill. You tap out because you think you're safe, and then, you know, I swing 4, 5, 6 times. And then you just kill them with Champa. Yeah, it's really good.
And now we gotta go to his brother.
Yes, Godstrike Beer is probably my favorite card in this deck. It steals games, you know, games you shouldn't win. You just take away a keyword. And then you just survive, you know.
Talk about that, the game we had, what you did to me.
So I had 1 blue open, and so Anthony swung with Path, thinking like, oh, there's no Mafuba, he can't really do much. And I had a bean and God Strike in hand. So I beamed and I God Striked swap away so he couldn't go into height. Yeah, unfortunately, I was a bit low in life and he was able to push through with other attacks.
Yeah.
But I did stop him from getting...
Having an automatic win right there.
So it came in clutch a bunch of times. People will combo away everything and then you just God Strike, triple strike, God Strike, critical or whatever you need to survive, and then you just win the next turn.
Absolutely.
Super clutch. And then
the last card.
Yeah, you just need to have it. One of them yielding. Turn 3, you can play Childish and yielding and go straight into a destruction or whatever.
Very good.
Super clutch.
So guys, this is the entire main board just to get a better scope of it. And now he's gonna walk you right through the sideboard.
So for the sideboard, we have the mirror match sideboard. We run 2 power over same time.
Ooh, of course.
And 3 sneak attack Vegetas. This is actually Dehan's tech, so shout out to Dehan. We're talking about the build and our team, and we decided this would be great for the mirror match. We run a very meta countering build of Janemba. We don't really run a hyper mill.
Aggressive mill deck.
Yeah. So in the mirror match, we just want to kill them. We don't really go for the mill. Against blue-yellow, it's tough to mill them out because they mill a lot more than you. So what we do is we run sneak attack Vegetas. That lowers their hand because you swing, they put one on top of their deck. Usually they'll put super combos because they'll super combo to get it back. But then you just swing with lead and you mill the super combo that they just put back. So,
smart.
Yeah, and then the trunks, they just get you back to Champas, or you can just keep getting them back and
keep looping himself.
Yeah, just looping him. It's just super good. It's really hard to lose a mirror match when you put that much pressure.
Look at this Matt, guys. Matt is sexy.
It is. Against the Kid Q matchup, we have this for their side. We have 2 Strivings and 2 Crisis Pressure.
All right.
Crisis, obviously, for the Kid Q, the 1-drop. It just gets them way too much value, and we got to get rid of it. And Path, whenever they slam down a bunch of 2-drops with that Training Buddy Krillin, just kind of stops them from being able to pressure us too hard. Mono Blue is probably our toughest Kid Q matchup, but that just kind of like alleviates a bit of the pressure.
Oh, it does, definitely.
I have 3 Tao in the main, or Teo. This Janemba loses to hand destruction really hard. It is.
He does, unfortunately.
Yeah, so this is just kind of like a necessary evil on the side, which came in clutch because I faced 2 slugs. I beat one 2-0 and the other one 2-1, and it was all thanks to this card. I'm really glad I started 3. I probably would never take it out just in case of those rogue decks.
I know, I agree.
That slugs actually, he got top 16, so
he did. I ended up having to play him.
Really great player. He's from PPG, I think, so really good guy. And then we have the Victory Strike side. The Gamers R Us Spice right here, Digging Deep Vegeta.
Caught me off guard, guys.
Definitely.
Literally, he had 6 life, and I'm like, all right, well, he's just gonna bring back Pan again and try to awaken, but that's all he's gonna do. And I'm like, oh, all of a sudden I see Digging Deep come out, and I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
He charged the Unbreakable.
So we run 4 red Unbreakable, and then 2 Champa. If you add the Digging, that's 8 red, and you only need 1 to play him.
Yep.
So it's actually really easy and really consistent. You just charge one of your super combos, play it, and awaken, and you're ready to go. You're not gonna die like instantly. You have a chance to survive. So it's a really good tech. And then we have the extra Mafuba just, to see if they don't have bad rain.
Yeah, and it comes out right before they can try to Victory Strike you or heighten you. Then you can start, all he does is gets to that 4 life. It doesn't matter what they do on their turn. If they go into the heighten, sure, then he'll just awaken and then out-combo them, no problem.
It's a turn earlier than at all costs too, which is really necessary against these, it's just Victory Strike is coming out faster and faster nowadays, so you gotta be ready for it.
Gotta be ready. And of course you got Mafuba to check it.
Mafuba, yeah.
I got Mafuba, guys. Actually, our game 1 in Top Cut. Talk a little bit about that. That was a close game. That was our closest game throughout the entire
crazy
series.
Match. Really close. I comboed out of the first attack. Insane. It was over 130 combo.
Oh, it was insane.
It was wild. I used 3 beans, so my leader was 30. Anthony took a life. He restarted. He swung again. and I was able to combo out just by 5K.
Yeah.
The next turn came up, drew the Mafuba, and he didn't have battering in hand, so I was able to Mafuba it, stall a bit more. It just got super grindy to...
We were down to our last little bits of resources.
Yeah, I was trying to mill him out, and I ended up getting my last one bloodlusted, so I couldn't mill him, unfortunately. But it was a really close match. It was a fight. It was a battle.
No, and it was a pleasure playing. Congratulations again on getting top 8. And you did great. Oh, what was your pricing, if you don't mind me?
My pricing was $250, I believe, and the mat.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about ARG's event overall?
It was great. Yeah. The judges were great. The players were really great. I never had any problems with anybody. Everything was really solid. Good event.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for being featured on the channel.
Pleasure.
And hopefully, what's the next event can we be expecting you to go?
Most likely Richmond. Yeah, Richmond with the team. The boys games are us.
All right.
We're taking them home. We're taking them first in this one.
All right.
Yeah.
Gotta get through me.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, I'm coming for it. Yeah.
All right, that's
Rematch.
great. Well, thank you again. And as always, guys and girls, this channel is all about you.